Hello, viewers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Jesse Kinyua. I teach in the University of Embu, Kenya. We are looking at the topic personal life statement, and we are saying that it is important for us to have a personal life statement. At times, at the beginning of every year, we'll find that many people are coming up with New Year resolutions, and those resolutions are never followed up. So it will be important that we focus our life by coming up with our life statement. So we know that clarity of purpose is very uh, critical in everyone's life, and clarity of where you are heading is important is in everyone's life. So it is imperative that we have clarity of where we are going. And we know that God created everyone with a purpose and a destiny. So nobody was created without a destiny or without a purpose. And it is upon us to unravel our purpose in life and to work towards our destiny. And therefore, without a plan, every path will take you there. And therefore there will be no need of for personal planning. If you have no plan, you still be okay with whatever you accomplish every day. But the minute you come up with a plan, you'll be able to set goals. You'll be able to see that today I have not accomplished what I had planned to do, so I need to put some more effort. But without that plan, you'll not be able to evaluate yourself. We know that in large organizations, they plan for many years ahead. And your life is even more important. And therefore, you deserve to be focused as early as possible. And therefore, personal life statement is better than New Year resolutions that you make at the beginning of every year. For reason being that they are long term, because you'll be able to focus long term. You're not only coming up with some activity for a year and you forget about it, but you focus for a longer term. They are also well thought out because you have to scan the environment, you have to evaluate yourself and know what you are capable of accomplishing. You know your capability, and therefore you will have thought it out. They are also easy to monitor and evaluate. So vision is important. When you are coming up with a personal life statement, we need to have a vision. And vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. And every thought of I don't know whether you have ever thought of having a personal life statement or even a vision or mission statement. A personal life statement would guide your life and provide the direction necessary to chart the course of your days and the choices that you make about your career, your life, and also your family. Without a vision, it will not be clear to you about where your life is heading. So the first thing that we ought to do is to have a vision in life. Just as an organization come up with a long-term vision, we may need to have a vision for our life. So you can, we know that you can become distracted and lose sight of what is important to you if you have no vision. So I'll quote the scripture in Proverbs 29:18. It states that where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keeps the law, happy is he. So people who have a clear vision, they tend to be more disciplined. And writing a vision statement is the first step in focusing one's life. So in preparing a personal life statement, you should begin by starting a journal or looking through the journal you already have for hints about your values, your morals, your behavior, your thoughts pattern, your feelings that are important to you. Personal internal scanning can start by reflecting on who you are, determining your strength, because you know yourself, you know your strength, you know your capabilities, and you also know your weakness, because everyone has some weakness, but the truth of the matter is that we'll need to work on those weaknesses so that we can eliminate them. We can work on them, and we need to enhance our strength. We can use the famous Johari Widow model to improve our self-awareness and personal development. Johari Widow model would be appropriate if you want to know about yourself and what other people think about you, and what you don't know and what other people don't know, so that probably you may not know that you have some strength, but other people know your strength, and if you consult them, they can tell you the strength that they think that you have. In the book of Habakkuk 2, chapter 2, from verse 2 to 3, it says, and I quote, "And the Lord answered me and said, Light the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may learn that lead it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." This prophet wrote about what he heard from God, and he was told to write it down. So what we can derive from this scripture is that God can guide us through a vision, through dreams, through our thought pattern, and if we pursue it with all our determination, it shall come to pass. It also shows the importance. It shows the importance of writing the vision down. Anytime you write your goals, your vision down, there is something there. You are likely to accomplish that which you have written down, because you have a reference point. As you gather information about yourself, it is imperative that you formulate your thoughts cohesively into propositions or paragraphs that summarize single values or characteristics. We may also need to do SWOT analysis. You can do your own SWOT analysis, whereby you look at your strength, you look at the weaknesses that you have, and also look outward in the external environment to see the opportunities that are there and to work on the threats that may be facing you as an individual. So at the beginning of every new year, we light New Year resolution. And at times we forget about them. After 2-3 months, we forget about them. And hence the need to focus our life by coming up with a personal life statement. And therefore, you can choose to do it differently by first coming up with a long-term vision and mission, which is your ideal future, and the mission would stipulate what you ought to do, to start doing now, so that you can accomplish your vision. Generally, you'll find that people tend to accomplish goals or dreams or even plans after they have written them down and they have known their purpose. You need also to ask yourself, what is my purpose? What is my purpose in life? Why did God create me? What am I supposed to accomplish? Because we were not only created to do nothing. God created each and every one of us with a purpose. And therefore, your life, your personal life statement can most likely change over time, depending on what is happening in your life. However, the changes you integrate in your vision and mission statement more often than not will still reflect in the original, will still reflect the original values and intent you described to yourself during the first life statement or vision statement. So after doing SWOT analysis, it means that you understand yourself and the environment in which you live. And you may need to focus your future. Focus on the future. What do you want to accomplish in the future? That's about the vision. And you need to take direction. What direction are you going to take? So you need to decide on what you need to do differently. Most likely you are doing things that you are not satisfied with what you have been accomplishing before. You may need to think and do things differently. You need to make it. You need to make your vision and mission relevant. So make the vision and mission aligned with your capabilities. And we may need to avoid utopia kind of thinking. Utopia is whereby you come up with unrealistic goals. So it is important that we become more realistic. From that, we need to fill we need to fill it with our purpose. We need to fill the life statement with the purpose. You may need to find a strong reason as to why to pursue whatever you are seeking to pursue in your vision. You'll also need to include your core values. What is your core values? That is value-based leadership. You need to lead your life, and you need to lead your life based on your core values. People's value vary from one individual to another. You find that one has high integrity, others may not care about it. So you may need to name the ideal values that matters to you. Strive to create rewarding experiences. And it ought to be deeply fulfilling to you. Whatever you pursue to do, it ought to be deeply fulfilling to yourself so that you are motivated to move on. You may also want to make it challenging enough, not very easy to accomplish. So as you create a vision, once you create a vision, you need to think about the effort that you are going to put into it. After you have completed the Herculean task, you feel good about it because you know that it is some hard task that you have been able to accomplish your objective or your targets. Also, when you're coming up with a personal life statement, you need to make it inspiring to you and also to others. And therefore, you may need to create a vision and mission statement that will be fascinated or inspired by those vision and mission. Don't be afraid to dream big because sometimes those dreams, they come true. If you put your effort, those dreams will come to pass. Be clear and concise when you are coming up with your personal life statement, whether the mission statement, you need to make a purpose statement. You need to be clear and concise, and you ought to use simple language that anyone can understand, and it should not be very lengthy. You should make it maybe 16 ones would suffice for a good statement, a good vision or mission statement. You also ought to have a timeline in mind. A timeline means a finishing line. So if you give a timeline, it means that you'll be able to evaluate yourself. You'll be able to monitor and evaluate your performance. So don't give yourself any reason to put your vision off to a later date. And if you have paid attention and followed all the rules when creating your visions or mission statement, you should not procrastinate in starting your project. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, personal life statement would give you direction. Whenever you have a vision, it will give you direction. A mission statement will stipulate what you ought to start doing now. It's a matter of what you need to start doing so that you can accomplish your long-term goals. Personal life statement is therefore critical in planning our lives. We need to lead a purpose-driven life. Once you know our purpose in life, then we need to focus it so that we set goals, long-term goals that will start working towards accomplishing them. A well-focused life will lead to your destiny. Many people, me included, may not reach our destiny because we never thought about it. We never focused to accomplish our destiny, and this we can do by planning. First and foremost, coming up with a vision statement and mission statement, knowing our purpose in life, and pursuing what delights us, what makes us feel that we are accomplishing something that we desire to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Hit the like button down there. Also subscribe for more episodes. Thank you and God bless.